Als ik maar kies, zet dan wacht.
EA Sports welcomes you to
Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert. They go play action. Here's Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. That's not easy to do in this AFC.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
the Chargers first down.
Play action now for Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Lion.
First and 10 at the
No.
46-yard
He gets
line.
crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be Raiders football. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas. That guy is Geno Smith.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to Genty. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Pressure comes. Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Genty. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's another for him. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. The field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. And that's good for a gain of 5. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Again, it's Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Herbert from the gun. Into the hands of Ganson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Draw play here. Hampton breaks the tackle. Fighting his way through defenders. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that 1st down marker.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Well, you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be second down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15. Herbert now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to Hampton. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dylan Laube on the return. Things going well so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Called in. Again, it's Bowers. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jeanty from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another give here to Jeanty. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
4th down, Smith. He finds him beyond the marker. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That's low and bounces short of his man.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Raiders now lead by 10. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
14. Chargers 3.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They send the tight end in motion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. It'll be 3rd down and 8 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Herbert again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
14. Chargers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Smith on 1st down. Caught, nice gain left side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right.
Geno Smith on the
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the sack, they're left 3rd and goal now from the 13. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in. We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to... We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Mostert on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vegas offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
There we go.
Play action. Here's Smith. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play action. Here's Smith. It's Bowers with another catch. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down, Smith to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll throw, third and long. Johnson finds the football, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hampton now up the middle. Jukes away from one. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Got some whistles here. Officials calling for a stoppage. Injured player, it appears. And that is their running back, Omarion Hampton. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run it with Harris. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So Coach Pete Carroll ushers his Raider offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
There we go, Sonoma. There we go, Sonoma.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
There we go.
This is Genty on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They're going for this. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Almost 6 yards. And it's third down. Third and 15.
Here he goes, third and long. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket. But then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Here we go, here we go.
On first down, here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. Second and 3 now.
There we go, throw it. Motion, motion, motion.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. They strike for 23 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain.
Here we go, here we go.
4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled in knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Allen there to haul it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Carrier, Max Crosby on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And that one's complete, Omarion Hampton. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Got some whistles here. Officials calling for a stoppage. Injured player, it appears. And that is their running back, Omarion Hampton. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6.
Now Herbert again.
First down, Chargers.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. Offensive line fast.
Justin Herbert sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 7.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Herbert back to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And when it comes down to disguise, it comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. First play is going to be a give to Genty. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6. At the 44.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to Genty. And they bring him down around the 30.
Argentine.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues
It's a gain
forward.
of 8. And a Raider first
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in
First
Vegas.
and 10 at the
Raiders
34-yard
up
line.
by 6. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Double set. There we go.
And off to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Hey, here we go.
Giving this to Genty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
A 45-yard.
Carlson's kick is good, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Johnston, outright. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
And the Chargers first down.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. Clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. To throw, Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
A loss of 6 yards.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And that's a Raiders first down. And more than that, Brock, it should seal away the win for them. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Smith. And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 390%.
From the gun, Smith. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on